Takeo Yokoyama and Santi Hernandez.
Still a little bit of spray there, isn't there, Matt?
Look at lap 2 or 3.
Look at the spray there.
Sketchy
still
in turn 1, isn't it?
Really sketchy. Such a bizarre opening lap. I remember riders taking extremely different lines to what they would normally do, and you've got now 1 minute to get out. I don't think we'll have any problems.
Seconds.
What's Doddy gone for?
Medium by the looks of it, is it? At an initial glance there, couldn't.
And this is your starting grid.
Yeah, a 58th pole position of his MotoGP career for Marc Marquez. And Alex Rins are on row 2. Rossi, Petrucci and Vinales. High-quality road dried up just in these last 10 minutes. Look at Marc Marquez, stoppies. He's trying to get temperature into those carbon front brakes.
Side of the grid as much as possible. Didn't look like there were too many dramas.
Sarko has gone for the medium front tyre. Just quickly checking the 2 men out there.
And when they go out, we are go. Great start. Marquez got a flyer. Miller struggles from the second row.
Disaster for the Frenchman.
They all make it round turn 1. That's good news. Side by side, the 2 LCR teammates who don't really like each other.
Exactly where he wanted to be. Couple of tenths already almost up on Andrea Dovizioso. That's Mir and Morbidelli. 13th, he came through the first sector from that first front row start for KTM. Bad news for the Frenchman.
There, Ducati. He found it really difficult, didn't he, in Catalonia a few rounds ago to get past the Bologna.
Paul Espargaro looking ahead from Rossi's factory Yamaha. Dovizioso not been close enough as yet.
Marco's chopped down like a stone, 11 places down. He wanted it to rain, of course, and rain big. It still could.
The Ducati should have the legs, it should have the grunt on that factory Suzuki. The Ducatis, they're so hard. 2 laps ticked off. Marquez leads, Dovizioso second. Jack Miller has just set the fastest lap of the race in 3rd place. He's the first man.
Turn 3, can he hold on to it though? Because on the cutback, Miller could get in. No, really nice move that from Alex Rins.
7th place from Danilo Petrucci. This quartet are trying to hunt down Pol Espargaro and Valentino. Pretty much ended Alex Rins' faint championship hopes. He will not be wanting to make it an unwanted hat-trick. He's never in this top 4 of getting away. Marquez, though, he's in the 56s. So is Alex Rins. They're the only 2 mapping sideways a little bit on him. You don't see that very often. The Suzuki's normally got rock-solid braking stability.
Alex Rins saying Marc Marquez has no respect for other riders.
He would hunted down Rossi and Pol Espargaro really rapidly here as the 2016 Brno winner.
He's done this a lot recently.
Pressurised by Vinales. Nobody at the moment really exerting severe pressure on Marc Marquez at the front. He's Franco Morbidelli. Rossi's finally found a way through then on Pol Espargaro, who's getting a little bit scrappy, a little bit erratic. 5.5 laps rather. Crutchlow, he does make light work of Pol Espargaro.
That was a lovely
flip-flop, yeah. That was clinical by... Well, somebody tapped into Morbidelli, who went down, and Mir had absolutely nowhere to...
Alex Rins is right on the tail as well. This is as close as Dobby's been since the opening lap.
Yeah, he's right on Mark, who's in 4th place. Be interesting now that Rossi's got clear track, just to keep a close eye on his lap times. And Nakagami...
Cal Crutchlow shadowing a move on Valentino Rossi there in the battle for...
To Andrea Dovizioso, exactly on par, the top 4 men. 57 threes from each slick tyre combination, like his teammate Andrea Dovizioso. It's not working out right now for the Italian. No, he's just crashed out. Confirmation there on your screens. Turn 10, and this group as Cal Crutchlow makes his move up the inside of Valentino Rossi into turn number 3. Will Rossi try and looking Cal Crutchlow?
It's still as you were at the front, still the same gaps really. They're going up to sort of
final 15 laps. What's he got still in reserve? He hasn't been able to break the shackles of Dovizioso.
57s once more. Marc Marquez leads into turn 1. 8 laps gone, 12 to go. This is the scrap for 5th.
And Maverick Vinales, who's just had a day to forget. He was going for 3 podiums in a row for the first time in his MotoGP.
Could hardly ever be split in the all the same order, still the same 4. Nothing changing really right now. The only change that
materialising at the moment, 19th for Carol Abraham. You just mentioned how crucial qualifying is, Steve.
Elbow firmly on the floor. What's new?
He was doing that yesterday on slicks in the rain, pretty much. Fabio Quartararo on Pol Espargaro. The gap was there. Fabio Quartararo
to come to Petrucci, and tyres starting to go away from Pol Espargaro.
Once been KTM RC16. He's done his best to try and hang in there and hold off Crutchlow. Rossi
to find his pace a little uncomfortable. 9 laps to go here. We're past so far for Marc Marquez. He's over 3/4 of a second clear, but he has a major warning.
How on earth did he manage to stay on board it yet again? So there's the big, or the first big warning for Marc Marquez.
And then for Marquez.
Say yes.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's a given, isn't it?
And he's got mediums front and rear on that. Being caught.
Yeah, he is.
And Jack Miller's
Jack's
not away
coming
from
with him
this
as well.
either. That's a soft rear that Rins has got in that area in it. So that could be getting towards the end of its tyre life as well. Jack Miller we're looking at here. 5th from him. Remember, Cal Crutchlow qualified in 11th place back on the 4th row of the grid. Best result of 2019 was powering up the hill. Into the braking area. Down to 8/10 between Dovizioso and Rins. And that's not closed down anywhere. You've got to ask the question about Nakagami as well, because Nakagami's on Cal's old bike. He's out wide. This
You have to commit.
it's automatic.
Yeah.
It really is. And he's up against the bloke who is totally committed like that. We're back with Marquez at the front. 2.67 it was last time. What's it going to be this time? Marc Marquez cruising away into the stadium, around the stadium. Huge crowd here.
But I find it interesting. Soft, medium Dovizioso, hard Jack. The whole different 3 tires on the podium.
Katia relieved.
Well, have they given up at this crown already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hear him afterwards. He loses his voice
Because
he shouts so much on the slowing down lap. About 6 races now.
Well, Marc Marquez always used to say, didn't he, that Alex Marquez was faster than him. Now, obviously, they play on motocross bike. 3/4 of the races he's been on the podium.
Well, he's nearly not far off 50% if he's done 118 races.
16 Moto2 wins, and of course the championship in 2012. 10 125 wins. There's Alex Marquez.
There'll be no beers tonight, though, boys.
No, got a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Testing.
There you go. Luca Semprini then, with me in my greatest moment. I will always remember you like this.
Thanks to the team. You know, we've been pushing really hard after the last couple of Grand Prix. It's really nice to stand back here in the Parc Fermé.
Here, and we struggle a little bit about that, but really thank you to the team, and I want to say ciao to Luca.
More memories of a man that's made a massive impression in quite a short period of time, if you think.
Really focus, really concentrate, very precise, and this helps me to achieve the final goal that was a victory.
Crutchlow just as they went off the straight, but Maverick was back to his old form. You see him shaking the head here, really quite angry.
But no doubt about the dominant Saturday and Sunday man, that is Marc Marquez. To the top step then. In his 86th podium in MotoGP. He's well on his way to his 6th.
In that elite club of Mick Doohan, Valentino Rossi and Giacomo Agostini.